My name's Jeff Leighton. I live in Orange, California. I'm 31 years old. Born Free just kind of become the premier bike show in the world almost. You know, there's guys building stuff that's more creative and more inventive and pushing themselves for that show, it seems like, than anywhere else. It's a good time and something I look forward to every year.
Frank Keisler, I'm from my mother, named after my father, which both resided in Baltimore, Maryland. The Born Free show, I've been to all of them since the inception, and it's probably the best damn motorcycle show I've been to in my life. And I've been to Daytona, Sturgis, Daytona for 30 years, but Born Free has it all.
This year I'm building a bike for the show. You got Mike and Grant asked me to build a bike again. And I decided I want to build something, you know, that's more my inspiration, just something that's like the style of bike that I really enjoy the most. It's more like, you know, mid-60s custom. My good friend Frank has had a motor forever and it's been sitting for a long time, and we kept talking about building something, and one day he told me that he wanted me to build a bike out of that motor, and it's pretty inspiring and pretty, you know, humbling to get to do it. And so I just kind of wanted to do something that I'll have forever and something that's kind of timeless for me.
Jeff Leighton is building the bike this year for Born Free, as he's had in the last couple of years. And he was looking around for a motor for his bike, and it just so happens that I've had a motor since November 11th of 1965, a Panhead motor, of which I converted to a shovel head motor over the years, and it's been sitting in my closet for the last 10 years. And he's saying, "What are you doing with that?" And I said, "Well, why don't you just take it and put it in your Born Free 4 bike, or Born Free 5 bike, I'm sorry. So you have, save you a couple of dollars." And I said, "But you know, you just can't sell it when it's done. But as long as you want to ride it, it's fine with me. And you're welcome to it. Rather than have parts just sit around not doing nothing, I'd rather have them doing what they're supposed to be doing, and that's going down the road." That has been my philosophy with that motor. I used that motor for 42 years, or a little less than 42 years. And it's been with me ever since. So it has a lot of miles and a lot of stories to tell. Thank God it can't talk. I got that motor in Baltimore back in November '65 with a frame, a wishbone rigid frame, a transmission, a stock Springer front end, and a couple of boxes of parts for $75. And I actually drug it home to I drug it to my friend's house because my mom and dad didn't know I had it, in my brother's little red wagon. And all along the way I'd have to stop and pick something that fell off the wagon and put it back in, and it was comical. Looking back on it now, it took me like 4 hours to get it back to my friend's house. I was 13 years old when I got that originally.
This year at Born Free, there's, 32 guys. It seems like it's kind of like the best group of guys yet, you know? It's gotten bigger. A lot of people are like really trying to push themselves. I think it's real neat. There's guys from all over the world now and different parts of our country that are really being highlighted, which is a good thing, you know? Sometimes being in the West Coast and Southern California, you get a little California-centric, and just seeing what we're doing here, and it's real neat to like see what everyone else is doing. To me this year, I wanted to just build something that, like I said, is the style that I enjoy the most, and something that I'm going to be happy with for a really long time. I wanted to push myself, which I try to do a little bit, but kind of stay in the same vein of like the stuff I do. So this year, like with the help from a good friend of mine, a guy named Nick that works at Obor Gas or Speed Shop, like I built a frame basically from from scratch, you know. And that was like a big challenge to me, just trying something different than I had done before. And so every year I try to progress and change a little bit, but still stay true to like what I really like to do. And I hope people can appreciate that. I have fun doing it.